Fernando Gaviria was born on August 19, 1994, in La Ceja, a town located in the mountainous region of Antioquia, Colombia. His journey into cycling began at a young age, influenced by the strong tradition of cycling in his home country. Colombia has long been a breeding ground for talented cyclists, and Gaviria, with his natural athleticism and love for the sport, quickly became a standout talent in the Colombian cycling scene. Gaviria's early exposure to sports was not limited to cycling. Like many young Colombians, he also played football, a sport that is immensely popular in the country. However, it was cycling that captured his attention, and he soon found his calling. He began racing in local events as a teenager, quickly establishing himself as a powerful sprinter with exceptional speed. His natural abilities on the bike, particularly in the sprint finishes, drew the attention of coaches and talent scouts, which ultimately led him to pursue cycling more seriously. In his youth, Gaviria trained in the high-altitude regions of Colombia, which helped build the endurance and stamina necessary for success in professional cycling. His passion for the sport and relentless work ethic paid off when, in 2011, he joined the Colombian national cycling team, where he started competing in junior races and eventually began to make a name for himself. By the time he was in his late teens, Gaviria had already become one of the most promising young talents in Colombian cycling. Breakthrough and early professional career. Fernando Gaviria's breakthrough as a professional cyclist came in 2014 when he joined the Colombia national team and began competing at the elite level in both stage races and one-day events. His explosive sprinting ability quickly garnered attention, and he showed early success on the UCI America Tour, winning races in Colombia and abroad. His performances in these races established him as a future contender in the world of professional cycling, particularly in sprints and flat stages. In 2015, Gaviria began his career as a professional with the Team Medellin squad, where his performances continued to improve. He won multiple races in his home country, including the Vuelta a San Juan and the Tour of Colombia, where his dominant sprint finishes earned him recognition as one of the top young sprinters in the world. However, Gaviria's international breakthrough came in 2016 when he made his debut in one of the biggest races in the world, the Vuelta a España. His performances in the Spanish Grand Tour were eye-opening, and he won several sprint stages, further solidifying his status as a rising star. By the end of the season, Gaviria was considered one of the best sprinters of his generation, with the ability to take on the best in the world in major races. His talents did not go unnoticed by top professional teams, and in 2017, Gaviria signed with the Belgian team Quick Step Floors, now Soudal Quick Step, one of the most prestigious squads in world cycling. The move marked a new chapter in his career, as he was now part of a team that had a history of supporting some of the best sprinters in the sport. Career peak and major achievements. Gaviria's career truly took off after joining Quick Step Floors in 2017. His arrival at the Belgian team gave him the platform to compete at the highest level and to showcase his talent in major international races. His performances in the Tour de France, Giro d'Italia, and Vuelta a España quickly proved that he was a force to be reckoned with in the world of sprinting. In 2017, Gaviria had a standout year. He made an immediate impact in the Giro d'Italia, where he won 4 stages, including a memorable victory on the stage to Cagliari, which catapulted him into the spotlight. His 4 wins were the most by any sprinter in the race, and they marked him as a legitimate challenger to the best sprinters in the world. His sprinting power, combined with his tactical intelligence, made him a dominant force in the race. He finished the Giro with a total of 5 stage wins, and his performances solidified his reputation as one of the top sprinters in cycling. His success in the Giro d'Italia was just the beginning. Later in 2017, Gaviria made his debut in the Tour de France, where he continued to impress. He won 2 stages in the French Grand Tour, including a dramatic victory on the Champs-Élysées, one of the most prestigious sprint finishes in the world. This victory in Paris established him as one of the best sprinters in the sport, and he quickly became a fan favorite due to his dynamic style and relentless drive to win. Gaviria's achievements continued to pile up in 2018. With his performances in the Giro d'Italia and Tour de France cementing his place among the elite sprinters in the world. He won the points classification in the Giro and took several stage wins, showcasing his consistency and speed. Additionally, Gaviria added victories to his resume in one-day classics and stage races, continuing to demonstrate his prowess in flat and undulating terrain. In 2019, Gaviria took another major step forward when he won the Omloop Het Nieuwsblad, one of Belgium's most prestigious one-day races, in a sprint finish against some of the best in the world. His victory in the 2019 Giro d'Italia was another high point, as he took 3 stage wins, further solidifying his status as one of the best sprinters of his generation. By the time he reached his mid-20s, Gaviria had accumulated numerous stage wins in all 3 Grand Tours, including the Giro d'Italia, Tour de France, and Vuelta a España, making him one of the most successful and versatile sprinters of the modern era. His ability to win on any terrain, in any type of stage, and in any Grand Tour made him one of the most complete sprinters in cycling. Struggles and adjustments in the later years. While Gaviria's career has been marked by many highs, it has not been without its challenges. In 2020, he faced several setbacks, including illness and injury, which hindered his form and consistency. These struggles continued into 2021, where Gaviria's performances in the Grand Tours and one-day races were not as dominant as they had been in previous years. A combination of factors, including the rising competition from sprinters such as Elia Viviani, Caleb Ewan, and Jasper Philipsen, made it harder for Gaviria to consistently perform at the highest level. His results in the 2020 and 2021 Giro d'Italia, as well as his performances in the Tour de France, were disappointing in comparison to the heights of his previous seasons. Despite these challenges, Gaviria continued to maintain his position as a top sprinter and kept fighting for victories. His resilience and determination to overcome his setbacks were evident, and he remained an important part of his team's lineup. In 2022, Gaviria made a notable return to form, claiming victories in several one-day races and stage races, including the Tour de France and Giro d'Italia, showing that he still had the speed and ability to win at the top level. As of 2023, Fernando Gaviria remains a prominent figure in professional cycling, known for his powerful sprint finishes, his aggressive racing style, and his continued pursuit of stage victories. His career trajectory has been a mixture of triumph and adversity, but his passion for the sport and his drive to win continue to motivate him as he enters the later years of his career. Legacy and conclusion. Fernando Gaviria's career has been marked by outstanding achievements, and he has left a lasting impact on the world of professional cycling. Known for his explosive speed, consistency in Grand Tours, and competitive spirit, Gaviria is one of the most successful sprinters of his generation. His victories in the Giro d'Italia, Tour de France, and Vuelta a España, as well as his triumphs in the Omloop Het Nieuwsblad, cement his place as one of the top sprinters of the modern era. Although the later years of his career have been challenging, Fernando Gaviria's legacy as a versatile and tenacious competitor in both stage races and one-day events remains intact. As he continues to race at the highest level, his determination and legacy as a top sprinter will continue to inspire young cyclists around the world.